Marvin and Maude Go to Scotland, a Travel Bugs book. Marvin and Maude are best bugs. They have known each other since they were larvae and egg. Now that they are a fully grown dragonfly and ladybug, they have got the itch to go travelling. And this time, our travel bugs are heading off to Scotland. The travel bugs have a whole week in Scotland, and they have started in Glasgow, the capital city of the country. While flying around, Marvin and Maude had stumbled upon the Glasgow Botanic Gardens. They lay down in a field of flowers. "I love flowers," exclaims Marvin. Maude doesn't respond. She has already fallen asleep on the soft grass. This morning, Marvin has surprised Maude with a high tea. He covers her eyes as they walk through George Square, making sure not to get trampled on. "Surprise!" shouts Marvin. "There's tea and biscuits, sandwiches and cronachan." Cronachan is a Scottish dessert made with Maude's favourite, raspberries. They need lots of energy because today they are flying to Edinburgh. Marvin and Maude are travelling east via Puffin Portal. Marvin is very brave and flies ahead of the Puffin, showing him the way. However, Maude is feeling a little queasy. The bird is very high up and the wind is very fast. She is focusing all her attention on not letting go. "We made it!" shouts Marvin at the top of Edinburgh Hill. Maude raises her mittens to celebrate, but is too out of breath to speak. The view is beautiful. Through the clouds and mist, they see castle ruins and the whole city centre, and beyond it, they see several mountains. Maude has booked a bus tour around the Isle of Skye. Their tour guide, Haggis the horsefly, is talking about the rich history of the Jacobites. Marvin is thoroughly enjoying the action-packed tale of the clans, but the gentle hum of the bus and the grey misty skies outside have put Maude into a slumber. While Maude is fast asleep on the bus, Haggis the horsefly has stopped the bus at a bridge in Sligerton. "Put your head in the cold water for 7 whole seconds and it will keep you young forever," says Haggis. "It's a Highlander tradition." Marvin takes his beanie off. He sticks his head in the freezing water and begins to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Today, Marvin and Maude stop at a souvenir store. There are keyrings and mugs. There are pens and postcards, but there is one thing their antennas are stuck on. Marvin picks a kilt with blue and green tartan, and Maude chooses a bright red and yellow kilt. The bugs return from the change rooms, but it looks as though someone might need a different size. Can you tell which bug needs a different sized kilt? The travel bugs have finally made it to Loch Ness. It is believed that there is a monster lurking in the large lake named Nessie, and all throughout history there have been many sightings of her. Marvin and Maude love a good mystery, so they decide to look for themselves. Maude searches along the lake's surface, while Marvin delves deep for clues. It's the last day of their bus tour, and Haggis the horsefly stops the bus for lunch. The bugs are sharing a field with orange-horned cattle named Hairy Coo. They have shaggy fur all over their bodies to help them keep warm all year round. Marvin and Maude fly onto a Hairy Coo's head. Maude tries on its hair while Marvin pulls a silly pose. The Highland cow does not move an inch. The travel bugs are finally back in Edinburgh. They have had a big rest from their Isle of Skye journey and are finally ready to explore the city. As they walk through the streets, there are insects of all kinds handing out flyers. It seems the bugs are just in time for the Edinburgh Festival. Marvin and Maude decide to see a stand-up comic. Marvin seems to be enjoying the show, while Maude doesn't think it's funny at all. It's Marvin and Maude's final day in Scotland, and they have decided to fly up and get a great view of the Edinburgh Castle. Maude thinks she has seen it before. Marvin, this castle is from that movie, the one about wizards and witches. Marvin scratches his head. He doesn't remember as many movies as Maude does. What a fun adventure, Maude. I am so glad I got to visit Scotland with you, says Marvin. Me too, Best Bug. I love making memories with you, replies Maude. Sounds like Marvin and Maude really like Scotland. Now it is time to spread their wings and take flight. Where will they travel to next?